No problem. All right, Kim. So why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself, what you do?
Oh God, what do I do? I I go to work and I cocktail and I go to the gym and
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. That's really
What
it.
do you do for work? Tell them what you do for work.
I'm an executive assistant, so I've been working on my secretary spread for a long time. And that also means that I pretty much put other people first all the time. Like whatever anybody else needs, I say yes. That's what I do.
It's all good. It's all good. And again, something that I'm big on too, and that I'm sure that you've picked up as we work together is learning to put yourself first, right? Learning to put
Trying.
yourself first, because your relationship with yourself is the most important thing, right? Your relationship with yourself is the most important thing. And it can be a tendency to put other people in front of our own interests and uh our own well-being, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's pretty much what I've done my whole life.
but it's changed, right?
It's
Change is
started.
coming. Change is coming.
It's starting. It's
Yep.
starting. We're getting there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. So we started work together back in January, right?
Yes.
Why don't you tell people what has changed for you physically, right? We'll get to the putting yourself first when we talk about the mental changes, but what have you seen physically through our work together?
Well, prior to working together, obviously I had gained and lost the same 30 pounds. We were talking about this for years. And I found a diet that I liked right before the pandemic and I lost a ton of weight and I was feeling good. And then boom, lockdown. And just like everyone else, you know, I just lost track of everything. You wear sweatpants, you wear slippers, you just lose track of what a zipper and a button is on a pants. So I, kept weighing myself and it kept going up, 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 up. And I finally just stopped weighing myself once I got back to that old weight. And even though I kept going up. So then once the world opened up, I found boxing again and met you. And I found out the boxing was great cardio and, got back on my diet and I lost about 30 pounds. But then I just sort of hit a wall because, it's great cardio and the diet is great, but things just weren't going back to where
absolutely.
they should be. So that's kind of where I was right before I met you.
Yeah. So prior
before
together,
we started working together, just one-on-one. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So now that we've been working together for coming up on 5 months, right? Coming up on 5 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what have you seen physically that's different?
Okay, let's see. Well, when we started working together, I had specific goals. I wanted to lose that last 10 pounds that were elusive. I couldn't get off.
Yeah.
And because I had a weight goal. And I said I had specific targets, body targets, my butt and glutes, my baby seal arms, because they were not toned at all.
Yep.
And I figure if I'm going to listen to anybody, it's you, because you got me up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym. So, which I never used to do. But those were the things that I wanted to work on physically when we first started. And I was also a hot mess. I mean, I would stare at the wall, crying in between staring at TikToks, and I wasn't working on myself in any other way. So I still had that really dark, mental state that I had when I was just stuck in the basement. So I wanted to work on that as well, because I was very short-tempered. I was angry. It all fell in together. So you had your work cut out for you.
I did, but I think we've done a good job, right? We've done a very good job. You've seen some awesome results. So tell them what you're hip thrusting now. Where we started and then where we are now.
Yeah, I don't remember where we started when I was just like even trying to learn how to balance.
Yeah.
Remember, but on the box.
Yes, single leg. Yep, single leg squats.
And then just split squats, body weight. I could barely do any of those. So now we're you've got first of all, I never even knew what a trap bar was. You had me lifting trap bar. Yep. So but now you've got me doing hip thrusts with 2 45-pound barbells, weights. Yeah. And I can go to the gym and do it by myself even when you're not there. So this is a place I never even knew existed. Yeah. Like if somebody told me I was going to do that, I'd tell them they were crazy.
Remember the days where I was lifting the bar onto you, maybe 5 pounds on each side, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
at the very start.
Yes, I do. I remember that was kind of humiliating now that I think about it.
Yeah. And of
But
course, we
just
still
start
have work
somewhere.
to go, right? I know you still want to continue to develop the glutes, but you've
Yeah,
seen some good progress there, right?
major
Yes.
progress. Yes.
Awesome. And how
Yes.
about, so we're working on the arms too, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
triceps are coming in.
Have actual triceps. Yes, can't see it,
Tell
but
them
yes.
how many push-ups you doing now in a set? Real push-ups.
Real push-ups. Well, when we started, they were garbage. I was doing them on my knees. So what was it,
Yep.
like 5 or something?
Five, maybe 10 knee
Tops.
push-ups.
Knee push-ups.
Tops. Yep.
Well, this past weekend I did 24 push-ups, regular push-ups, just to start. And then you do the drop set, right? So that gets worse
Yep.
and worse because you have me do them after a full upper body workout. And then I get to do my push-ups.
Yep.
So.
But I mean, it's a great way to really, when you learn how to do push-ups when you're tired, right? Imagine
Yeah.
doing them when you're fresh as well.
Yeah,
right?
I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah,
I should try.
haven't
I
even
should try
tried that yet, and you're still doing 24 push-ups, real push-ups,
Yeah.
in a working set, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and abs too. All the ab exercises that we have fun doing.
Yep. Yeah, core super strong, absolutely. And you've seen some tricep development, right? They're coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say they're not the baby seals they were when we started.
Nice.
I mean, that picture we took when I did flex my arms, like I didn't think twice about doing that. That was a joke picture. And then when I looked at it
you
after,
see the results, Kim. You see you got killer biceps there.
I'm like, who dat? Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you've definitely seen some awesome progress physically. I'm super proud of how far you've come. I'm excited for the work together going forward. But how about, so you mentioned that kind of dark place you were in prior to our work, right?
Yeah.
Tell them more about the mindset shift that you've seen through our work together. How have you changed and evolved mentally?
Well, I mean, when I first, came in and I was in that dark place, I mean, I would literally be at class and lay on the floor doing abs at the end and crying, like for no reason. I have no idea why. And I feel like, everybody got in the same boat when COVID hit, maybe not you, but everybody I talked to was just like threw everything out the window. You just didn't even think about yourself. So I would just be on social media. I would not even think twice about what I was eating, how much I was drinking. It all just sort of depressed me. So when I started to come out into the light, into the daylight, it was terrifying. And I didn't really think like that I could ever get out of that mindset. I talked to you and I would tell you how I was feeling, and you would just sort of point me in a positive direction, and you would encourage me and give me books to read and to think about how to change my mindset. And I suddenly now have a bookshelf that I haven't had in years that I'm filling out. So, so it's definitely helped me focus, on how to improve myself and think about things differently and not be so negative, and try and think about the positive and how it's going to help me move forward, which I haven't thought about in a long time.
So, right. You've definitely come a very long way, way.
And also, I've got to say, like, work was always focus, right? I would be at my desk at 7:15 in the morning. I would be there before anybody else. I would make sure there was coffee and whatever. But now, after the pandemic, I think everybody feels this way. Work is definitely still a priority because it's how I pay you. But and puts a roof over my head. But I feel like people understand, like, now I'm going to go to the gym at 6 a.m. I'm going to get to the office, or I'm going to work from home, but I'm going to get to the office at maybe 8:30. And I'll be there for the whole rest of the day, and I'm here to help you. But this comes first, because if this doesn't come first, I'm going to go backwards, and I can't let that happen. I think everybody sort of feels that now, and everybody understands that that's like a priority. So I think people are just happy if you show up at work. So
definitely.
So that's definitely changed too. That whole attitude has changed for me.
Yeah, always learn to put yourself first, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome. Yeah, you
A little
made
bit.
some awesome progress mentally too. Again, my approach, and you've seen it thus far, is training is not just physical, right? And life itself isn't just physical, it's mental, right? The mental aspect of things is so important, especially nowadays, right? We have countless social media, the whole pandemic really made everybody think twice about what they were doing, right?
Yeah,
So I'm super glad that you feel like you've evolved and changed mentally for the better. And
getting there.
tell them some of the books that I got you reading too.
Oh, well, my favorite book, oh my God, where are they? They're over here. The Think and Grow Rich, which I love.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you got me a special one of those, which was very
absolutely.
nice.
Yeah.
Um, The Master Key, which I don't know that I have the brain power to figure that out yet, Zach, but I'm working on that one too.
Soon,
Uh,
soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of books on subconscious and things like that. So, I'm really just trying to digest them and work through them and figure out how they're helping me to, but especially thinking Grow Rich, like the stories that are applying that I've talked to you about, like every day that I feel like something comes up, even though the book was written so long ago, like the situations still come up every day in your normal life. So it's been very enlightening, but I'm also someone who needs a little out of my head escape.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
I've been reading a lot of, fiction and stuff that's just sort of like I enjoy reading. So,
Definitely.
yeah, so it's been good.
And I
Been
think
much fun.
there's a healthy balance to be found there too, right? Again, the approach I take with nutrition as well is you don't want that diet mentality, right? Where you're just completely cutting things out. You're cutting the books out that you maybe enjoy more to read, right? The fiction books.
Yeah,
Find a healthy balance, right? Find a healthy balance.
could say that for you too.
Yes, yes,
Watch,
absolutely.
watch a movie, damn it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome. Cool. Yeah, so you've come a very long way, right? Very long way. And
I think
the
so.
book's part of it too is it's so important to, again, not just in the gym improve ourselves, but improve ourselves through reading, right? That's why I have you
Right.
reading Think and Grow Rich, Master Key System, right? All those other books. There are countless self-improvement books out there. But just taking time to read those each day really just it keeps you accountable, right? You're
Yeah.
taking the time out of your day for yourself to
Yeah.
improve yourself, to evolve, to grow, to move forwards and to develop, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think that's super important. And I think we've seen great results with you thus far, right? Yeah.
Yes. Pretty soon I'm going to be saying thus.
Yes, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So next, I'll just ask out of, I guess, how we've changed physically and mentally, right? What has been the most helpful so far? Your work
Well,
together.
I think the trust and the positive attitude, like I trust you. And I
Yep.
think, because everything you've pushed me to do, even though I look at you like you're crazy, like I push 35-pound weights. I think you're crazy, but I do it and I get stronger and I get more toned and I'm working on that confidence thing too, because, when we're not together, I need to be able to go to the gym. So
Yep.
I think that trust and you pushing me and supporting me and, convincing me that I can do these things, which I don't think I can do. I think that's the most important part because, I'm not very self-confident. So going to a gym by myself and working on this program by myself, like it makes me shake. I get terrified because I just don't, I get embarrassed that someone's going to look at me and be like, oh my God, what is she even doing? Like, who do you think you are? I'm so much stronger than you. You should go back to your boxing or whatever. So this has helped me get that confidence to be able to go in and just put my head down and just do my workout. And, I go on vacation and I make sure that I have someone to work out. I plan things more now around working out and getting that workout out in and getting home to read even, or taking that time to read, which I never did before. So all that stuff has sort of helped me keep going because I give up so many times. And I'm so afraid of going back there now. So having you to support that is huge because I'm very nervous about not progressing.
Backtracking. Yeah.
Yeah, backtracking and ending up where I've been so many times before. It's just scary. So that's
But
the
you're
most important.
saying you have the day that this time feels different. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Because you
Well,
said, you've gained the weight, lost the weight, gained the weight, right? Gone through that cycle. But this time feels different, right?
yeah, because every time that I've done something like I've done Taibo, I mean, I've done the weight loss that I've done, there's never any, backing it up as far as like talking through it and, having someone actually just push me. So I've sort of just tried to do it all on my own and not work on the mental part of it. Like I told you, like that nutritionist who told me, maybe you're supposed to be this weight, like you're supposed to be heavy because you just keep going back there. So maybe that's what you're supposed to be like. So, that all that stuff gets stuck in your head. And even though you're working, it's so easy to backtrack because you never get out of that mentality. So I think with having you to talk to and guide me in the right direction and talk me off those ledges, you convinced me that I can keep doing it. I've never been one to just go to the gym 6 a.m., go to the gym every day. I'm at the gym 7 days a week. It's not normal. So in that sense, it's very different. So I'm hoping
Definitely.
that, you keep saying that you're going to, one day I'm not going to need you and I'm just going to be able to do this on my
Yeah.
own. So that's your goal. And I think, I don't think that's true. I think I'll always need you, but like when you're like 40, I'm going to Google you and I'm going to be like, hey, but so I think that's what's making it different is that I have you pushing me and convincing me that this is possible. Whereas I just sort of did it on my own and wasn't really believing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the accountability part of it was huge, right? The
Yeah.
support, the guidance in terms of knowledge, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm probably not articulating it very well, but
No, that was perfect. Yep.
okay.
Again, that's what I seek to provide is that the accountability, support, and the knowledge, right?
Yes. Yes.
And again, it's I want to get you to that point where I guarantee you could probably go to the gym and you'd be well off even where you are right now. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but now it's like, now I just want to see
you might be a little
what I can
nervous
do.
heading into it, but of course that's not even in the near future. But I'm just saying in terms of where I've kind of guided you, right?
Yes.
You're definitely very knowledgeable when it comes to the gym now, and you know what you're doing for sure.
Yeah, I know my way around now. Whereas before I wouldn't even know what to do. I mean,
awesome.
Not even a little. I wouldn't go in. I would never go in. I mean, unless it was like all I did was classes and someone yelling at me and telling me what to do and, boot camps and all that stuff. As long as someone tells me what to do, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So this is completely new for me, just walking in and going to where everybody's like lifting and pumping iron or whatever you call it. And I just walk in timid and I'm like, excuse me, I'm just gonna do my thing. It would never occur to me in my whole life. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Awesome. Yeah. Super proud, Kim. Super proud. From a very long way.
Super proud of you. Super proud of you, Zach.
Again, I'm the Sherpa, right?
You are my Sherpa.
I'm the
Can't
guy.
climb the mountain without the Sherpa.
Yep. It's ultimately you at the end of the day who's put in the work to get the results that you now have. And it's going to be you who continues to put in the work to continue to see results you want to see, right? Awesome.
That's it. Yep.
Awesome. So, Kim, it's role play, right? I'm a prospective client, right? I'm looking at this guy, Zach, seeing him online do his thing, right? I'm on the fence. I don't know if I want to join, right? Thinking about it. What would you say to me?
Well, first of all, not role playing because I've told you, I've talked you up a million times already in the gym. This is what I do. But, I talk to anyone who's like, because people see me now working out in the gym. So people approach me after or talk to me in class. So what I say is, if you're even thinking about it, you should definitely try it. Even try like a 3-pack class, because once you start doing it, you're going to realize that what we're doing here, boxing or whatever workout you're doing, is great for cardio, but you don't realize all the muscles and exercises you're not doing or the muscles you're not utilizing or using. You really feel like you're completely out of shape once you try one split squat. So try a 3-pack, because once you do, Zach is going to, you're going to tell him what you want to focus on. He's going to write you a program that works just for you, and you're going to do the exercises that are geared towards you. And after 1 or 2 sessions, you're going to be hooked, because you're going to realize how much work you have to do and how much he's going to, how much he's going to help you. So I said, and I tell them, if you ever thought that I was going to do a hip thrust with 2 45-pound weights, I would tell you, you were crazy. Like, and I wouldn't even know what you were talking about. So if he can get me to do that and more and push me, imagine what he can do for you. So give it a shot. That's what I said.
Awesome. Beautifully worded. Beautifully worded.
Yeah.
And about hip thrust too, I kept saying jokingly at first, we're gonna be doing 45s eventually.
Yeah, you
And
did say that, and I thought you were
plenty of times, and we got there, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, I think we need to put on maybe 5 more pounds.
Right.
And then maybe instead of 35s, we're going to push 40s. I mean,
Yeah.
whoever, I mean, it's crazy.
The progress will keep coming. All right. The progress will keep coming.
I mean, I'm a short, fat, little old woman, and you have sort of,
You were, right? Yes.
Well, I'm still short and old, but
Yes.
I'm less fat. And
there you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's, I mean, it's nice to hear when I went to go visit my parents, who I haven't seen in a while, that they're super proud of me. And, my husband says he's proud of me, and people at work are sort of looking at me like, what happened to you?
Like, who is this?
Who is
I don't know
this?
you.
I don't, yeah. And how
Right.
are you doing it? And what are you doing? And then I tell them, you should meet Zach. It'll
Awesome.
change your life.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super, super proud. So excited for our work together to go forward. Any last final words or advice?
Well, all right. So I'm no one to give advice. Let's see. But I do believe that people sort of show up in your life randomly for a reason. And I think that you showed up in my life at the exact right time, at a really dark place, and helped me sort of head into the light a little bit. And I really believe that you're helping me. Just like, I know there's a good person in here somewhere, but the frustration and the anger at myself and letting myself go, and not, the frustration and not knowing how to get out of it. I don't think if I met you, I don't think that I would have progressed at all, really. I might have lost the weight, but I'd still be stuck and I wouldn't know what to do. And you're so supportive and, kind, and you're like, I met you when you're 20, and I'm thinking to myself, why am I listening to this kid? I mean, he's
Right.
like like almost out of high school practically. And but you're just an amazing person, and you just really, I look forward to working out. I look forward to, like, what are we going to do next? And I feel like if you want to work with someone who really cares about you, your progression, how he can help you, that you would be the person. I would not tell, you're the person to call. And I just think that you're even going to get better, wiser, you're going to progress even better as well. I can't wait to see what you do in the future. It's going to be great.
Progress never ends. It's a never ending journey,
If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't what?
Change you, right? Yes.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So
Awesome.
those would be my final thoughts.
Kim, thank you so much. I love working with you as a client too. I'm excited to see your face every time you come in the gym, right?
This face?
Yeah. Yep.
No, I feel the same way. It's fun.
Yeah.
And you let me listen to my crappy music that I like.
It's not crappy. It's not crappy.
It's good. No, I've changed it up. We'll change it up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. Right. Kim, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll keep in touch. Catch you next week.
I'll see you next week.
Yep. Awesome. Have a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye.